Hey, aloha, offline sharks. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Friday Marketing Live Jam Session. I'm Tom Gaddis, Nick Ponte on the StreamYard. I don't say line, whatever it is, the StreamYard. We're excited. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. We're going to be giving away some prizes, some Black Friday prizes from our promo. So we're super excited. With that, I am going to cue the intro.
Are you ready for the fastest 60 minutes of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun on planet Earth? It's now time. The moment you've been waiting for. After 167 agonizing hours, they've returned, broadcasting live from their island retreats, smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and now back for a brand new Sharks Live show. It's your hosts, the Offline Sharks, Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte.
I feel like I just crossed the finish line there. I love it. I have to say I have been a little perturbed today with technology. For all of you out there that aren't our webinars, you know, number one, I'm not a technical person, which is the absolute truth. But then, like, oh my gosh, it's like I set something up, I don't change anything, I come back, it's not working. It drives me crazy. I don't know if any of you guys can relate out there, but drives me nuts. So awesome. Well, we are excited for today's show, right, Nick? You haven't said anything yet.
Super excited. I can relate to that though. I mean, it's just it seems like it's just been one of those days, huh?
It has been one of those days. And you know what happens when you have one of those days? You just make it through. All right. Let's just get to the end. Well, here's what we're going to do today. So normally, I know we'd be doing some shark shout outs. We would be blazing in with some of that stuff. But I don't know if you guys know this, but recently we ran a Black Friday special for a lot of our courses. And thank you to everybody who took us up on those deals. Excited to see you guys in the courses. I know some people have bought things, already taken action with them. It's really great to see. But as part of that promo, we had some prizes, some things to give away. So we are actually going to do that on today's show. Let me hold on. Let me share my screen here. Check this out. It is the Black Friday Bonanza Winners edition of the Local Marketing Jam Show. It's a good looking graphic, huh?
It is. Let's get some clapping going on. Where's your soundboard?
Yes, I did not make that graphic, by the way.
I should have said, can we get a round of applause?
Yeah, that's what you should say. Or I forget the one on here that you don't like.
That's a good one.
What was that? Was that the crickets?
No, that was like, boom, boom.
Oh, I couldn't hear that one. Yeah, there was one on here that's like, there you
go.
There you go. That's the kind of day it's been, right? Right there.
Absolutely.
That sums it up. Or morning, I should say morning, right? Morning. But hey, it is what it is. So awesome. So we are going to go through our winners, and let me, I wonder what the best way is to going to be able to do this. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. How about that? So this was our Black Friday Bonanza, right? So here was the deal we made you guys. Make any purchase from our Black Friday Bonanza sale page between Monday the 23rd and Monday the 30th, and you get automatically entered for a giveaway. So anytime you purchased anything, like if you purchased more than one thing, then you got 2 entries, 3 things, 3 entries, right? So winners will be randomly drawn and announced. We're a week late. We said we were going to do it on December the 4th, but honestly, we had so much going on, we forgot. So thanks for somebody reminded us in the Facebook group. So we're doing it today. So here's what's up for grabs. Okay. So the top prize is 1 year of access to the Shark Alliance Plus, or 1 year of Agency Growth Machine, or any 3 products that can be priced anywhere from $97 to $197. That's our grand prize. Our second prize is going to be 3 months access to Shark Alliance Plus or any $197 product. Third prize is any $97 product. And then we also have some cash giveaways too that we're going to do. Some cash giveaways. All right. So third prize. So this is for complimentary. Oh, here, hold on one second. Let me stop this for a second, Nick. I got to check something. Hold on. I got to see something.
Who on this call, by the way, entered? Has taken part in any of these challenges?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of blazing through them, right? All right. I got it figured out.
Miss Darla says money, money, money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We can always play.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
I love that sound effect. Okay. I got my bearings, Nick. Okay. So we're going to start with our third prize. And Nick has the wheel lined up. So we have everybody's entry, right? So we're going to load you guys in the wheel. We're going to give it a spin.
I do. I have everybody's entry. Should I share my screen?
Yeah. Share your screen.
Okay.
So here's the way this thing works online. So we're able to just put everybody's name in this sheet. Then you can randomize them all first before you spin, right? So you can like shuffle up the names, I think, and then you can spin the wheel and it'll give us a winner.
Yep. So here's all the names. You guys can see that. We have a lot of them. We had a huge spreadsheet of them, and then I just copied them over and I put them in here. And then, yeah, all I have to do is run the wheel and we'll get a winner at random.
Let's do it. I don't have any.
So
I don't have any drum rolls.
What's the? Can you kind of recap the prize that we're going for? What it is?
So right now we're going for the third prize, which is complimentary access to any $197 offline Sharks product or any two $97 offline Sharks products.
Okay, so just to be clear for everybody, that means 197 products usually have one of our softwares in them. So that's what you're looking at. So all right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Somebody said Shark Cash, the Hawaii money printing machine. That's funny. All right, here we go.
Oh, the wheel.
Mary, John, James, Ruth. James. James who? Let me check.
It's just James?
It's just James. Must be James Healy, right? James Ford. There's only one James. I don't know why. We may have an error there. I didn't put anybody's name in there named James.
What?
There's nobody's name in here named James. Just James. We have James Ford.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's
I say it's James Ford. I mean, he won. Let's do it.
I say it's James Ford, but before we spin again, let's make sure we're
There we go. I updated the wheel and that's what it looks like now.
Whoa.
Hold on, let me give it a test spin off the Kristen says I recently changed my name to James. Oh wow. Okay. I got this. I did have a little bit of an issue, but James was on our list, so I say we give that prize to him for sure.
Sounds good. So James Ford, winner of the third prize.
Yes, exactly. So let's do it again. I'm going to add all the names. You guys can see. Hit update wheel. That wheel looks a little cray now.
It does.
And,
so are we're gonna do the second prize, right?
Yep. So when we pick our second prize,
let me tell you what that is. So our and the winner is James Ford. So he won the third prize.
James. Congrats,
Our
James.
second prize, which is complimentary access to Shark Alliance Plus for 3 months or any two $197 products. So 2 products with software. That's a good second prize.
That's a super good second prize.
Yeah, so you get to pick. If you're the winner, you get to pick which one you want.
All right, you guys ready?
Let's do this, Nick.
Here we go.
The suspense. What is the thing moving so slow?
Clarence Fisher.
Clarence Fisher, congratulations. So now we're getting the hang of it. It takes us a little bit to get in the flow of things, but eventually we get it.
We need Vanna White out here. She needs to help us.
Yeah. Clarence Fisher. Way to go, Clarence. Way to go.
Congrats, Clarence. I hope you take the Shark Alliance if you're not already a member. Personally.
Yeah. So much good stuff in there. All right, so this is our first prize, and then we're going to do some cash giveaways. We have some good cash giveaways. So here we go. Our first prize is complimentary access to your choice. If you're the winner, this is your choice. You can get Agency Growth Machine for a year. That's a great value. Or Shark Alliance Plus for a year as well. So 12 months. I mean, those are 2 great prizes. You get to pick. And Nick, I'm going to let me add this wheel here. Let's do the wheel.
Let's spin this thing. It's like overloaded with names. I think that's why it's going so slow.
Is that why it looks like that?
Yeah. When I put them all in there, just like it couldn't handle that many names. All right, you guys ready?
Do it. Look at that thing. Oh, that's so funny.
Come on.
Come on. And the winner is
Lucas Bigtree.
Lucas Bigtree. All right, Lucas. So awesome. You know what cracks me up is I'm watching that wheel, and I was just watching The Office the other day. Do you ever see the episode where she has the wheel with all the chores on it? And she's like, oh, you just move the dial 1, and that's the chore you do for the day. And they're all like, the wheel doesn't spin. Wheels are supposed to spin. Like, it needs to be a spinning wheel. And by the end of the episode, they have no chores on the big wheel, but they've got a tiny wheel that they spin that says what chore you're supposed to do. Anyway, it's crazy. It's a good episode. All right. Okay, let's see. So we got Lucas Bigtree. Okay, now the bonus round. The bonus round. This is for...
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. I can even put the shark up there. Look at that. Look at those graphics. That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood level stuff right there, Nick. Hollywood level stuff. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away now the prizes are going to get bigger as we go, right? So right now we're going to give 10 people $25. So we get 10 winners of this.
10 winners.
10 winners. That's a lot.
And how are they going to win this? Are we going to spin them or?
Yeah, we should put everybody in because everybody had an entry, right?
Yeah. So just use the same list?
Yeah, you use the same list.
And we'll just start spinning?
We'll just start spinning. And somebody on the team better be ready to take down names. You know, we used a different wheel last time.
You want me to get a different wheel? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I thought the wheel we used last time was better.
What do you guys think? Is that how we should do it? Should we just spin off everybody?
They said, yeah. Dollar bill ya. Somebody said dollar bill ya.
I think I have a better one.
Oh, I see it in the background there. Yep.
Yeah, that looks better. What do you think?
Yeah. Is that the one that you can like shuffle up in between your spins? You can mix up the names.
Shuffle it.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
All right, you want to pull it up?
Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna do 10 winners for $25. Now, the thing with this one, Nick, is when somebody wins, we need to take them off the list. And then when we move to the next one, we'll add everybody back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't get double winners. All right. Okay. Let's do this.
Some people have been entered in this list multiple times, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, which is fine. I just think we take out one instance, right?
Okay.
Don't you think that seems fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's give us our first winner.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that wheel go. Now we got a wheel that's spinning.
There we go.
Now we got a wheel.
Shantae Wolf.
Oh, Shantae Wolf. Winner of $25. And by the way, we will send these cash prizes with the Cash App because that's the easiest way to do it. So if you have a Cash App tag, our team will be reaching out to you. So Shantae, congratulations. All right, Nick, fire up another one.
All right. And somebody just asked, how do you get on this list?
Oh, the way that you get on the list was to purchase things on the Black Friday. If you purchased anything during our Black Friday sale, you are on the list. In fact, you're on the list. If you purchase 2 things, you're on the list twice. If you purchase 3 things, you're on the list 3 times.
So we just wanted to have a little way to make it fun, do a little a way to give back a little bit. So everybody that took part in this in our Black Friday special is in this wheel. So let's spin it again.
Look at all those names.
Turn up my volume.
I'm getting a little feedback there. Oh, that's the wheel spinning.
The wheel, yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, a little feedback. Mark Kessler. Golf clap.
Yeah, I'm going to remove his name. Do one more.
Dude, let's do it. So how many is that so far? Are you keeping track?
That was Shantae and Mark.
2. Uh-oh. Okay, that was 2. All right.
And Marco.
Somebody
said, so I can go then. I mean, you can go if you want to. I mean, you don't want to hang out with us?
Yeah, we are going to hang out and talk some local marketing after we do these giveaways, just so you know.
And we usually do give away more money on our local marketing jam sessions, but
we do.
Maybe we won't today. Maybe we will.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Let's go. This wheel is way better.
Nick, the suspense. Derek Taylor. Woo, by the way, all these winners, $25, Cash App right to you. There's Derek. Oh, let's get another one.
This is number 5 right here.
Number 5. Here we go. We're almost halfway through these. Brian Venuto. All right, Brian. Woohoo. All right, let's hit that baby again. Oh, look, we got some momentum now, Nick. You can get them round and round and round. Oh, all right. Congratulations. Awesome. That was number 6, yeah? This is 7.
Art, those are coming out in a little bit here.
Oh, yeah.
It's 7.
There's bigger catch prizes.
Zoran.
All right. That's awesome. I was clapping for real and not getting the sound. And the winner is
Michael Chris.
Oh, Michael Chris. It's good to see you win something, man. I've been a shark for a long time.
We got 2 more. 2 more.
Here we go. The penultimate $25 winner right now is Siobhan Andrews. Are you impressed that I knew how to use penultimate correctly?
I didn't even hear you. I just heard the wheel.
Oh, I said the penultimate winner. Here's our final $25 cash prize winner, Matthew Eckins. Awesome job, everybody. And Nick, fantastic job spinning the wheel.
Thank you.
You
Thank
are
you. My
a
arms
great
are
Vanna
tired.
White. You are a great Vanna White. Should have put a blonde wig on you. Like, that would have been great.
This here.
Yeah. Would you like to buy a vowel? All right. Awesome. So let's get on. Okay, here we go. So those were our $25 cash prize winners. Thank you, by the way. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Black Friday Bonanza sale. And here we go. Oh, where'd it go? Is that the last slide? Oh, I thought we had another cash prize.
We can give out a cash prize.
Yeah, I guess we didn't. Hold on. That was what we were doing. Oh, we did 20. Okay, so we did $25. Yeah, we're going to give out another cash prize.
Let's do it. Should we do it at the end of the call?
That was my bad. Yeah, let's do it at the end of the call. Let's go through some questions, do a little marketing talk, and we can go from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll get some questions up. Let me pull up here real quick. I had them up and then they went away. Here we go. Got to get my... I had the show notes open and then they got closed somehow. So there's a couple of things that have been going on in the Offline Sharks community. I've seen in the group. One is, I've seen people out there doing the CCSU mailers, getting all that together. That's been awesome to watch and see. Also, the AGM people are just like killing it out there, right? And all the feedback about the grants training that we just did. I don't know if you guys haven't seen the grants training that Nick did. When was that? On Wednesday? You should definitely go check that out. I mean, there's nothing to buy from that. It's just a free training we did on how he's helping people get in grants, but it was awesome. So let's do. I want to get into some popular questions this week.
Did anybody find any good grants in their area, by the way? If you could let us know in the comments, I'd be curious. I mean, there are tons of them, but they're different in every state. So I'm curious if anybody found any that really they got their eyes locked in on.
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. So Arnell asked in the Facebook group, he said he's doing his prospecting for Coupon Cash System. And one objection was they're not sure of the performance of the mailers as far as conversions to actual customers. Have any of you guys came across this? How did you overcome this, especially if it's your first mailer? And Arnell, so yes, I have come across that when I've been out prospecting, especially when you're doing them for the first time, right? So there's a couple of ways that I would address that. Number one is, showing them what the ROI that they need. And by that, I mean an ad cost. I don't know if you're charging $500, right? But an ad costs $500, correct? For most companies, if they're going to spend $500, they only need to get like 1 or 2 customers to have a positive ROI. Now, I'm not sure whether you got the advanced version or the pro version of CCSU, but I know in the advanced version of CCSU, I actually have a training in there where I show you, there's a little spreadsheet and you can put the numbers in and show them. There's even a worksheet you can print out. And I used to do this. I would print it out and take it with me when I talk to customers, but you can do it over a Zoom call, however you want, but you can show them like, okay, one customer comes in and they spend X amount of dollars. Like, this is how many customers you need for this to be profitable. So that's one way to get around that, right? Is by showing them that, like, look, this is such a low cost thing, that you don't need that many people to come in for it to be a win for you. The second part of that too is, again, the cost. Like, I would explain to them like, okay, well, I see your point, but here's the thing. Like, have you done direct mail before? Like, do you know this isn't going to work? So we're trying to figure out whether it, whether it is or isn't going to work. Well, if you tried to do direct mail on your own to test it, you're going to spend thousands of dollars. I mean, it would cost you over $2,000 to mail 2,000 pieces. And that's just postage, right? That's just postage. That doesn't count the design. That doesn't count the printing. I'm giving you an opportunity to test this out for $500. It's let's try it and see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but why don't we give it a shot, right? And you add that in with the fact that it doesn't take very many customers for them to get a positive ROI on it. That tends to be how I overcome that. Nick, you have any thoughts on that?
I think it's about the offer, like if they're worried about seeing an ROI or I mean, it's $500, right? So any business, any self-respecting business, if they're going to put together an offer that's going to go in front of 10,000 people, they better put something together that is going to actually sell, right? You're not going to give somebody $1 off of a $50 item, right? Because no one's going to come in.
Happened to me one time. Somebody did $1 off a soda.
Yeah, that's the lamest thing I've ever heard. Why would you do something that stupid, right? This is a way for you to bring people in the door of your shop so that you can show them what you're all about and make them a repeat customer or somebody that's going to buy multiple things through that one little way that they came in, right? So give them an irresistible offer in your coupon. I mean, how could you, if somebody's having a hard time like putting that together in their mind, you just have to explain that. Like, look, this is going out to 10,000 people. They're going to see it. Let's just put a great offer out there. You'll have people coming to take you up on it. I mean, do you not believe in your product that bad? I mean,
well, and that is the second part of that, right? Like, you're right. Like making sure they put something out there that people are going to want, depending on what that. And Arnell doesn't say what type of business this was, so I can't give you any really advice there. But I know there is a PDF in there that's got like all the most popular and best converting offers for businesses from A to Z. So, look in there if they need suggestions, like use that and say like, hey, this is what I would recommend you do. But really just, use your common sense, right? Like just take a look at their offer and be like, is this an offer that would bring people in? Right? Yeah.
Like if you're going to offer somebody 50 cents off of a pizza, of course, nobody's going to come take you up on that coupon. What kind of, you got to be a moron. But if you give people a reasonable offer, you're going to get people banging down your door. So just
and the other thing too is like, what's the goal, right? Like you want to get these people in so that they come back and see you again. Like it's not necessarily about making money the first time around either. It's the fact that you've got somebody that's never been in your business to come in, and now you have a chance to woo them and wow them and get them to be a regular customer.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, there were a couple of people that are mentioning that some of the grants are no longer available in different states. And that's what we talked about, right? There are grants that are available for a specific time period, and you have to consider what's coming up on the horizon, right? We have a whole bunch of stimulus money that's on the horizon right now. I think I read in the news this morning that we're gonna have to wait till next week to see if that gets passed. But when I think it's 800 billion, 900 billion, when that money gets rolled out, you better believe a portion of that is going to be cut into pieces for every state. And, small businesses are one of the biggest factors of industry being hurting right now. So like if they didn't allocate some of that money for small business grants, we'd have some serious problems. So get your ducks in a row ahead of time, right? Start looking what was previously offered, get smart about it, look at the processes, and just keep your eye out. You have the information, what needs to be done, and there's going to be more grant money rolling around if there isn't already, because I know there is. It's just different states offer different things for different businesses and different situations. So you just got to be smart and stay on top of it and stay ahead of the information.
Yeah, and the whole reason we did the training when we did, right? Like we had to figure this out ourselves, right? The first time around. But if there wasn't a second round coming, we probably wouldn't have done that training. Right?
Well, and the other thing too is like you can tell that to businesses too, right? Like, hey, did you get any of that grant money that came around from the last stimulus that was funded? And if they said yes or no, a lot of them will say no. Where was I? Yes. Who did I talk to? Oh, I went to a convenience store yesterday, like a mom and pop's convenience store at the harbor in Ma'alaya. And they the kid working there was like, oh yeah, I just got my real estate license before the shutdown. I was like, oh shit. Okay. I'm like, what are you doing to put yourself out there? Are you posting on social media? What are you doing? And he's like, I'm not really doing anything yet. I'm like, yeah, you should probably start posting some listings, just doing self-promotion. But what about this business? Did you guys get any of that grant money? He's like, no, what grant money? I'm like, oh man, you guys have a storefront and you didn't get any grant money. Well, what you should do is pay close attention to any money that's going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks here, because you guys can easily get a slice of that. So you offline sharks that are watching this, you can start to position yourself and plant some seeds to these business owners that your past clients, people that you're prospecting. Give them your card, say, hey, when this money does come around, or if there are any new grants that roll out, would you like to know more information about them? I can contact you. Here's my business card. Or what's the best way to get in touch with you? Start the conversation.
Yeah. Let's see. Luis. Go ahead.
Ed says the next round of grants in Michigan kick off this Tuesday, December 15th. And here's another thing, you guys. Hawaii, Maui, we have like another lockdown happening right now. Do you see that, Tom? All the restaurants and bars are going to be closing down for like a mandatory 2-3 weeks.
Well, I saw that I thought it was just the bars. And if you're a restaurant with a bar inside, you can have one bartender, but you can't have any patrons sitting at your bar. So it's not the restaurants, it's just the bars. Okay.
So, but what I mean by that is like those types of things, wherever you are, if they're happening in your area, it means that the noose is getting tighter in these different sectors and different areas. And our state officials, hopefully, are going to be taking that into consideration when the funds come around and they decide where and how to allocate them. And so you being Shark, like, you can get in front of this because you have this information now. And what I meant by that story of what's being shut down is like, it's not really getting better. Some places it might be getting better, but like there's going to be more grant money rolling around. I don't think we're at the beginning. I don't think we're at the end of this. And I think, there's still a lot of time for people to get some help. Gabriel says, do you guys go back to eating MREs? We only eat Spam over here, dude. Pineapple and Spam. Yeah. See, Dorn knows what's up.
Miranda hates Spam, but I love it.
What? How can you hate Spam?
That's what I said. How do you not like Spam?
Spam musubi, man. I grew up on that all day.
Sophie and Paige love that. They love it. Awesome. All right. Why don't we I'm going to do a couple of quick shark shout outs to this was a good one because I saw this from Sean. Let me share my screen here. So Sean shared, hold on, let me make this a little bigger. So Sean, he actually started doing CCSU back in June after he went through our private coaching, and he was able to get a mailer out. This was after the coaching, but life got in the way, right? And I thought this was a great post because life got in the way. So first, congratulations, Sean, on getting your mailer out. But then life got in the way. He didn't really follow up with anybody. He didn't stay in contact with people. And so he was nervous about reaching back out to these people because he hadn't been in contact with them, right? And I totally understand that because you have these things like, oh, they think I just disappeared. But the reality is most business owners don't think like that, especially if you came to them and delivered a service and it went well, right? So he he reached back out. Like the first guy he reached out to, and he was nervous about this, signed up, re-upped for a spot because they were like, oh yeah, that was great. Like they had no issues at all, right? Like they were ready to go again. So the reason I wanted to point this post out is because it's really easy to get wrapped up inside here when you're running a business, and like you all of a sudden know what everybody out there is thinking, what all the customers are like, and the reality is that that's not the case, right? So you have to put that stuff aside and just continue to move forward, even if you have that uncomfortable feeling. So Sean, way to go. I mean, I really appreciate you sharing that in the group, that you had those concerns, because that's being real and authentic. I also really appreciate that you took action anyway, and you went out and did it, and you sold, and you got another mailer working. So really great job. So a big shout out to Sean Ray for that. Nice work, Sean.
Nice work, Sean. And we know it to be true too. I mean, when we started reaching out for the recent mailer, we sent out an email to a list of businesses. I didn't even know that this business owner was on this list. And he responded to the email and was like, oh, you guys are doing the mailer again? I got my first client from that mailer, right?
Yeah.
Like
he's like, you guys are still doing the mailer? He was like, God, I got my first client from that in 2015.
And how many people you had a little bit of a little hiatus from your last mailer, right? In between. And you reached out to a few people that you would say, I mean, how long? Like you had a pause in between, right? And you got people that were like, sure, throw me on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody I reached out to was like, yeah, I'm in, like, for sure. So,
and it goes back to the original question, I think, is like the ROI, right? The people that are real business owners that know that they can throw $500 into something to get in front of 10,000 homes. You just can't do that anywhere else. You can't do that. You can't even do that. Can't even do that on Facebook. No, you can't do that on Facebook. You can't do that on Google. You can't.
Can't do that anywhere. Like, I mean, where would they even go? Like radio, super expensive. TV, super expensive. Do direct mail on their own, super expensive.
Yeah, but not in the way it's not the same vehicle to bring somebody into your business by having something tangible in that type of value proposition, right? You have this big 9x12 that's like super thick cardstock and glossy, and when you get it in the mail, you're like, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys on the call, like, did any of you get your sample cards if you signed up for CCSU?
I have one. I'm going to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they look great, right? When you see them, how glossy and sharp and big they are, all that stuff. They got that pop factor, that wow factor. Let's see, Anna. So here, let me get these out of the way. I can't see because of all of my tech here. Hold on, let me move this for a second.
All of your tech. So look at this, you guys. See how big this thing is? How it's super thick. Comes in the mail like this. Opens up. And then there's all these irresistible offers. So this thing is valuable. I mean, when you look at it, you're like, oh, wow. I will put that on my refrigerator because there are lots of opportunities to save money. Plus, these are all businesses around your house, in your area. You're not going to put businesses on here that are in another state unless it's something that somebody can take it up on. These are hyper focused and local in your area.
Yeah, and Anna, you're correct. So that's all I like. I would be almost embarrassed to show you the emails I sent out, because if I show them to you, you guys would probably think like, no way that worked. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even have, like, my email literally was, I went into Gmail and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing a new mailer. If I do, are you interested? That was it. That was all I said. I was like, and within the first guy emailed, within 5 minutes, he emailed me back, yes. The second guy was like, yes, we're interested. The third, like, all those responses came within, I'd say, 30 minutes of me sending out that little email. So yeah, I mean, that's the power though of like we always talk about with Agency Growth Machine and all that stuff, right? Like having those connections, having those relationships, having a list, right? Because I have a list of people that have done that have been involved in that mailer before. I'm not starting from scratch, right? Like I'm just reaching back out to them. So yeah, but
Tom, it's 16-point cardstock, right?
yeah, 16-point cardstock.
There you go, Tom. The other Tom.
Yeah, and it's what they call UV coating. And UV coating is like, it's better than standard gloss. And that's what gives it that really professional, super sharp look, the UV coating. It's expensive most people know it's expensive to do that. So that's why it looks like such a good high quality thing. Let's see. Let me get this question from Gabriel here. He says, Nick, Tom, is there any way to also hyperlink the flyers and then have a QR code pop on the counter at checkout? So Gabriel, I actually think this would work a lot better now. So when I very first started doing the mailer, I thought, oh, I'm going to build a list. So I had a QR code on the mailer by my logo, so people could scan and go to the website. But not very many people did it. And so I took it off and was like, I'm just going to keep this simple, and was just doing it my way. But with everything that's happened now, and with most restaurants requiring you to scan QR codes to see their menus and stuff like that, I actually think it would actually work. It would work a lot better now to have QR codes on your mailer, because then the person could just scan it, right? Scan this code to stay updated with more deals, or get even more deals than what's on the card. So yeah, I think that's a great idea, Gabriel. Yeah, I don't know if you get. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Zach asked earlier, he had a question where he was saying he asked if we are giving out deals for businesses to get more online exposure. I lost the question. It went all the way. It went up somewhere. But if we're giving like a discount, just to help businesses, and the answer to that is, it's up to you. We have been doing various things to help businesses right now. Not only even beyond discounts, like promoting other businesses. So, we've been building a list of local businesses, right? An email list through our agency growth machine, through the different things that we do to build our business on a regular day-to-day basis. And we have been spotlighting local businesses through our regular emails that go out. So for example, we had an immigration attorney who contacted us, who was like, needing help. His business was hurting. So we decided to send out an email about a special he was having. We didn't charge for it. Normally you could charge for something like this. We've got, thousands of people on a list here in Maui, and we're promoting for him. So we just spotlighted him, and we said, hey, this is a great business. You guys should go check him out. If you know anybody that needs these types of services, he's doing a holiday special to bring your family home. There, other situations for restaurants, places that we like, we're giving discounts. Yeah. But we're also finding ways to just use our superpowers, I guess you could say, for the greater good, and all of you guys, I would urge you to consider that, because you all know how to drive traffic. You all know how to build websites. You know how to do graphics, right? A lot of times, I know, at least for both Tom and myself, we've had and taken on like nonprofit clients for free, right? Without really expecting anything, and gotten some amazing deals from people that saw what we did for the nonprofits and said, hey, can you do that for me? So, it's not what you want to do, like out of the gate. Like every time I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this free work, right? But it usually always pays off so much more later on. And so I always, every so often, I force myself to like just kind of, do the right thing, help some people out. And it always comes back. I'm not expecting anything, but it comes back full circle. Has anybody done any nonprofit work, by the way? Anything cool over this period to help any businesses? Just kind of for free and seen it come back around too. There you go, Tom.
You're not going to believe how I fixed it.
What?
I'm too embarrassed to say.
You plugged it in?
Well, when I fired StreamYard up earlier, it was selected as my camera. But when I just went and looked, it wasn't even there anymore. It wasn't even being registered. Like I told you, I had to restart to get it to register.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even being registered. So I switched the USB port and then it showed up and I just turned it on.
Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that?
My boss.
Yeah, I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah. So there we go. Finally. Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So Miss Darla says that that's because people who support nonprofits are very loyal. Yeah. So I have a client that through one of these nonprofit jobs that we did has been on like a $300 monthly retainer with us for 2 years, probably. And each month they send us a PDF of their newspaper, which isn't very long. It's like a small little newspaper, one of those community type newspapers. You guys know what I'm talking about. And what we do is I have somebody on my team that takes that PDF and just publishes it on their website. So like in blogs, and they pay us $300 a month. So I pay somebody $100 to do all of that, and I make 200, and I don't do anything. But they've been on that retainer for years, and they came in just because they saw what I did with this other nonprofit, this club, and we built their website too, the one that's getting the content published on it. So that was another, I don't know, $3,500. And then they regularly send us business because we do them right. So you never know.
Yeah, a couple of things I would say about that too, Nick, is, and we talk about this in some of our trainings, like if you're struggling to get your first clients, a great place to start is the nonprofits. Like head over there, like find a nonprofit, something that you believe in, and you don't have to offer to work for them for free. You just do it at a discount, right? Do it at a good discount. So that's one thing. And the other thing I would add too is I know some of the best connections I've made that have turned into clients and work have come from volunteering at nonprofit events, like being involved in nonprofit events. So I used to know somebody who was involved in a nonprofit here. And so like they had me come a couple times and do magic at some of the events. And like I met a ton of business owners at those events. The local theater here, like they do a thing called Sneak Peek. It's like a dinner and they announce the shows that are coming out. And I've went to that 3 years in a row. And, every time the table I've been at has had people that own big businesses in Hawaii, like never small time people, big businesses. And some of them turned into mailer clients. Some of them turned into actual agency clients. So, that's and you feel good, right? Because you're doing good. You feel good.
Tom, when are you going to give us a magic trick, man?
I haven't done one in a long time. I have to find something good. But yeah, I used to be a professional magician.
You guys, if you could do me a favor and please bother Tom to start doing some magic for us, because he's really good at it. And I love watching it. And I know you guys do too. And he's done some magic tricks for us in the lives. They're awesome.
Yeah. I do have another shark shout out.
Okay.
And that shark shout out, hold on, I got to find this. Goes to somebody you guys have seen in our group or is in here posting, Jeff Hershey. Jeff Hershey actually sent us this. I got to show you guys this because this was great. So he sent these golf balls. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's not going to focus. Oh, there it is. They're custom Offline Sharks golf balls. Look at those. And they're good golf balls too. They're like Callaway Super Soft, my favorite golf ball brand, which I think he knew. But he sent a box of these custom offline Sharks golf balls. I told Nick I can't play with them because there's only 4 sleeves and I can lose that in a round. So I have to set one sleeve aside. And then he sent me these great Davidoff Yamasaw cigars to smoke while you're out golfing. So Jeff, thanks, man. We really appreciate it. It was a super thoughtful gift. Nick what did you get, Nick? You're muted.
I'm muted. I don't have it here at the office, but you guys are going to see it soon enough. I got a drone that I get to use to take new videos and stuff, and we have some incredible shots here. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. So yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. I think something we should do sometime, Nick, is we should get an OS VR. Like we should set a time and invite people from the OS group to play in a VR game. We should all play together.
Does anybody have a VR, like an Oculus or something? Somebody says, are the golf balls biodegradable so the sharks don't eat them?
I hope those balls go longer and straighter than the ones I normally hit. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I'm sure they will. They'll go in the hole now.
they should.
They have to go in the hole.
I'll sit back and be like, Jeff, these balls don't work, bro. I don't know where you got them, but there's something wrong with them.
That's so funny.
Nick and I were playing golf one time, and we were on the fairway, and it was a wide open fairway with one little tiny tree over on the right, and I hit the tree. Like there was nothing else around but this. Yeah. So it's not good to say I play golf. Okay, so I got one more. I have another shark shout out I want to share here too, Nick, because this one is for Mr. Lonnie Welch. Okay. And he posted this in the group. He actually just left a new client. He's a realtor. He got him as a $1,500 down and $700 per month. So he bought the Real Estate Profit Pro, which is a course we have, right, on Black Friday. So he went out and closed this realtor, and now he has to go through the videos. So, and he's working his way through the path to 6 figures. So awesome job, Lonnie.
That's amazing. That is that's the way to do it. I mean, all of our stuff you can do that with. Like basically everything that we do, as soon as you have the information and you know what we're doing, you can go out and make those sales. And a lot of our people, you'll be on webinars with us and you'll hear about somebody saying like, I just sold this to 2 people. I just sold this to somebody. And it's because if you don't even have your AGM site, you can go out and give away listings and start prospecting. You can say, I'm creating a community resource website in our area, and your business came highly recommended, and we'd love to give you a free listing on our website. You don't even have your website up yet. So great job.
Yeah, and you can do the same thing with the mailer, right? Like you could go out and be like, hey, just what I did, like what I talked about in that email. You could start reaching out to people and be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. If I did it, would you be interested? Here's what it would. Here's the details, right? Here's the details. This is what it would cost. Would you be down to be on it? Like, yeah, Lonnie, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Lonnie?
Yeah,
good job. Congrats.
Yeah, actually, next week on the podcast, Nick, I'm starting a series called the If I Had to Start Over series. And so, I was thinking about when people ask us that question, like, what would you do if you had to start over? It's hard to say I wouldn't do what we did because it worked, right? Like what we did worked. So I think when people ask that question, they're really wanting to know, like, I think knowing what I know now, like having gone through this process and this journey, is there anything I would do different or different things I would focus on? And so it's going to be a few episodes. I'm going to have a special guest on episode 3. Nick's going to be on there. It's going to be an awesome series. So But one of the things I talk about in that series is this idea of just getting out and doing sales first. Like that should be your focus, right? Like if you that should be your focus. Sales, 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 sales. However you have to do that. And Lonnie's thing was a great example of that. Just go out, sell somebody, and then you figure out how to do it, right? Get comfortable with that. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, what's up, Jeff? Only one golf ball though. You're only going to be able to keep one. You'll put it on like a little mantelpiece.
He said I had to keep 2 cigars so we can smoke them when he gets here.
Yeah, today might be one of those days. One thing that Tom always says a lot that kind of really dovetails into what he was just saying, and he always says things change once you have some cash flow coming in. Once you have some money coming in, then you can worry about the fulfillment, right? Like you may not know how you're going to outsource or build that website or get that graphic made, but once you collect the money for it, you can figure that out, right? You're a member of this community, you're a member of this group. There are thousands of us that are doing this regularly sharing how we are doing these different things. And you've seen the posts in the Facebook group. If you're on this live right now, I know you've seen the posts where people do this exact thing. They say, "Hey, Nick and Tom and the other offline sharks, I just talked to a real estate agent and I got a website client. Now what do I do?" Or, "Hey, Nick and Tom and offline sharks, I just got my first roofing client and they want to do SEO. What's the next step?" And that's your journey right there, right? That's the beginning. You'll see all of the other sharks jump in and giving awesome feedback and information. By the way, you guys, can you guys like this stream wherever you're watching it right now? Somebody put the little angry face emoji. I don't know why. Somebody downvoted this video. Can you guys like the feed wherever you're at? I want to push that thing down, especially if you've ever gone to the Offline Sharks Facebook group at any point, posted a question and got a response that was helpful. I mean, why not, right? Like it's reciprocity. It goes around.
Yeah, I think people do the angry thing because one time I mentioned how much it bugs me. And like because you can hover and see who did it. And that's always
really?
It's like one time it was Dorn. Yeah. Like, see, angry. Dorn and Zach. They're just messing with us.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. Zach, yeah. I'll just call him out. That's so great.
It used to drive me crazy because I'd be like, who clicked the angry thing?
You
Speaking of Zach, by the way, if you haven't gone in the group and watched that interview that I did with him, you should. It was an awesome interview. And what a great example of what we were just talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Of like just focus and taking action.
Yep, absolutely. Zach's making some things happen. I think over the last year, we've really seen him grow not only his client base, but his skill set, right? Like he came in doing websites. Now he's building apps and who knows what's next, right? He's got a solid work ethic and is constantly taking action. So good stuff.
Yeah. And I want to put this up here real quick too, because this is kind of relates to what we were talking about as well. And it won't let me fit. Anyway, I can't do it as a banner. I posted in the Facebook group this. Oh, shoot, Nick, before we forget, hold on. We got 2 things to do. We got to give away some money because we said we were going to do that.
We're going to do that. I've been thinking about that.
But we also, I'm just jabbering away. We got to do what Tom's reading. This ties into what we were just talking about. And you can find all the books we recommend at offlinesharks.com/books. I was just getting ready. Hold on. Let me get that overlay out of there. I was just getting ready to say something out of this, which reminded me of it. So the book that it's really not a book. It's a monograph. So it's very, very thin. Very thin. See? Very thin. But this is a monograph, and it's called Turning the Flywheel. And it's by Jim Collins. And it's kind of like a companion.
Wait, did you say Tom Collins?
Jim Collins. But it's a supplement to Good to Great. I don't know if you've ever read that book, Good to Great. It's a classic.
What's it called?
It's called Good to Great.
Good to Great. No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's by Jim Collins. Anyway, this little monograph goes along with it. But in this monograph, he said something that I was like, I mean, the minute I read it, I was like, oh my God, that is so spot on. He said, there's no single defining action, no grand program, no one killer innovation, no solitary lucky break, no miracle moment. Rather, the process of building a great company resembles relentlessly pushing a giant, heavy flywheel, turn upon turn, building momentum until a point of breakthrough and beyond. And I think that is like so true for anybody trying to start a business. Like when I heard that, I was like, dude, that is exactly what it's like. Like there's like when I look back on what we've done and growing my agency and all the other stuff, like there really has never been any, like there wasn't some hack we discovered that just made it all happen. It's been a consistent process of taking action every day, sometimes super slow action that feels like we're not going anywhere until all of a sudden it just started to pick up speed like a flywheel, right? And then now the flywheel's starting to spin faster and faster and faster and faster, and we're just adding more to it. So I thought this is a great book. It's again, a monograph. It's really short. You guys will get a great stuff. I mean, just that quote alone made it worth it for me. But that's our read of the week. And let's see. We need to do our member of the week.
I saw it. I just saw our member of the week in the notes.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a nice graphic for a member of the week. And yeah, this again, let's see, I'm going to share my screen here.
You guys know who the member of the week is? They got the member of the week this week is for sharing the most talked about resource in our community. They shared a resource that was like a huge hit.
Yeah. Here we go. Our member of the week this week, Mr. Shannon Lozano. Congratulations, Shannon. So I don't know if you guys know this, but so Shannon has done quite a few mailers. He had Arizona deals, and he's got his AGM sites and stuff going on, and he's been doing another one. So he's a great person to listen to and ask questions in the Facebook group on that.
Yeah. And he shared a resource earlier this week. If you haven't seen that post, go check it out. But if you have, make sure to tag Shannon and congratulate him for a member of the week. And, if he's helped you out, give him a shout out. I know he'd appreciate that. And, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. He was all set up he wanted to come to Hawaii. I think he had a plane ticket, and then last year and everything popped off and he wasn't able to come out. So hopefully at some point he does get to come out. But, we've watched Shannon also grow a booming business from, just getting started to where he's at now. I mean, he's gone through so many different phases of his business, opening office space, partnering, doing these different phases, and another guy to keep your eye on and just see somebody in the trenches taking action.
Yeah, Shannon's a super nice guy too. I was hoping I got to see him in Vegas, but I didn't. One last thing before we go.
Two last things.
Oh yeah, we got to do the money. But if you have not gone and watched the free training we did on the grants, you should do that. I mean, you
guys, one of the best trainings, I think. I mean, just most valuable, because we're just giving away, like, we're just telling you exactly what we've been doing, and nobody else is talking about this. And we've been quietly collecting massive checks in the shadows in our agencies while everything is going on, and helping people in the process. And, you guys should do that too. You guys should do it too. So
yeah, absolutely check it out.
Yeah.
All
save
right.
the link after this. Go watch it. We got one last Cash App giveaway. So
Here comes the money.
all right, you guys. First person that gets this answer to this question in the comments is going to get some Cash App money. So the question is, what day of the week do I, Nick, drop a new YouTube video on my channel?
Oh, that's a good question.
Not Kevin.
It is not Kevin. Look, I have to look around the microphone.
Yeah, you got to work on your setup. Paula.
Well,
Wait, I can't click on it. Paula. Sunday, yep.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
If you guys haven't, I know you probably already have, a lot of you. If you go to nickponte.com/YouTube, you'll end up at my YouTube page where I am regularly sharing information on, what we're doing on the day-to-day, a lot of good content and videos. And if you'd go there and subscribe, check out some of the content, leave me a comment, I can welcome you to the channel.
6 months ago,
Whoa.
that I would have made over $1 million.
Yeah, you put some great stuff up on there, Nick, too.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. I'd love to welcome you to the channel. So go over there, nickponte.com/YouTube, drop me a comment so I can welcome you.
Yeah, congratulations, Paula. That was awesome.
Yeah, Paula, please put your cash tag in the comments so we can send you some cash. Or your PayPal email, either one.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, guys, look, thanks so much for hanging out with us this Friday. Appreciate you all being here, and stay safe out there. Practice aloha. If you guys have any questions, pop them in the Facebook group. We'll be hanging out in there answering those. Also, go check out the grant training, and then we have some special things coming up for the holidays as well. So keep your eyes not just on the Facebook group, but on your email as well, because we're feeling pretty generous this year, I think. Right, Nick?
Oh, yeah, we are.
We're feeling generous. So we're excited to roll some things out for you guys over the holidays and stuff like that. So we'll see you here next Friday. Same Shark channel, same Shark time. And we'll talk to you guys then. Aloha, everybody.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
You've been listening to the Sharks Live Show, your weekly local marketing jam session. Every week, packed full of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun. We hope you've gotten some useful and practical information from this show. And we hope you had fun along the way. We know we did. Don't forget to leave a like on this stream. Drop a comment below and share it with anyone you think might find it useful. And if you're not already a member of the most valuable marketing group on Facebook, head over to offlinesharks.com/group to join right now for free. There's more exciting new marketing info coming at you throughout the week. Nick's YouTube video on Sundays at nickponte.com/YouTube, and Tom's weekly podcast called What's the Secret, with a new episode each Tuesday at tomgaddis.com. And then back here next Friday for the Sharks Live Show. Till then, this is the Sharks Live Show, signing off.